Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. So today we will see how to scroll the page. Okay, so basically if we come to the application, so you can see here, if I want to submit, if I want to click on the submit button, so what I have to do, I have to scroll down to click on the submit button or refresh button. So basically if I am coming to this page, so basically this is not visible. Okay, so first I have to, if I want to click on this button, I have to scroll down and click on this button. Okay, so let me click. So you can see if I'm clicking here, so it is throwing me error. So let us see how we will perform this type of actions in Playwright. So basically in Playwright what happens, so by default it scrolls down to the element. Okay, so if I want to click on this submit button, so by default it will automatically scroll. Okay, but there are different scenarios, like some specific scenarios where unless you scroll the page, the content will not be loaded. Okay, here basically what is happening, when I am coming to this page, the content is already loaded. Okay, but there are some scenarios where if you scroll down, so basically once this is the scroll bar. Okay, whenever it will touch the end, basically we call it as one type of lazy loading. Whenever it will touch the ground, then only the new content will be loaded. Okay, so for that scenarios it is we have to scroll down. Okay, we will see how we will do it. Okay, we come to the VS Code. I will just click this. Just I will say it as handle scrolling, and I'll create one function which will be async, and this will take one fixture. I will say it as page. Okay, so I have to go to this URL, copy this one, and I can say something like this: web page dot go to URL. I have as this one. Okay, I will press tab. Then I have to construct the XPath for the submit button. So let submit button equal to page.locator, and the locator will be in string. Let us construct the XPath for this button. I will add equal to submit button. If the ID is there, so I can press hash and submit button. Okay, this is one approach. Let us use this one, submit button, and let me click on this locator. Okay, over submit button dot click. Let us see if it is able to click on this element or not. Okay, I will put a debug point here. Okay, to open the application, you can see since it is already clicked, so basically you can see here this error message. Okay, so that means it already clicked on the button. It means to us this button is not visible. If I am scrolling down, so basically the submit button is visible to me. But Playwright, what happens, if the control is already there on the page, it will automatically scroll and it will click on that element. Okay, but in some specific scenarios we have to perform this, like I said earlier, we have to perform this scrolling activity manually, like specifically for to handle those type of specific scenarios. Let us see how we will do it. So what I will do, before performing the click operation, what I will do, I will say wait submit button dot scroll into view if needed. Let us see what this function is doing. So basically it is saying tries to scroll to the element into view unless it is completely visible. Unless it is visible, it will then tries to scroll the element into view unless it is completely visible as defined by intersection observers ratio. Okay, so basically this is one ratio. Once that is done, then it will scroll to that element. Okay, and one more statement, C scrolling. Go to scroll. Okay, there is one more option. If I'll go here, I can use the mouse scroll. We will see that at this point how we can do it. Okay, and you can give also the timer, like how much time you want to wait for the scrolling. Suppose there are thousands of records and it will taking suppose um, 5 seconds or 10 seconds to load the content, then I can use the timeout. Okay, so let me see. Before clicking, I am making sure to go to that element. Let us see what is happening. Okay, if you'll come here, you can see now it is already, the submit button is already visible. Okay, so that's why it scrolled actually. Okay, this scroll to the bottom of the page. Okay, so this is one approach, and another approach is like there is some like in the, if you will observe the mouse. Okay, in the mouse, if I will scroll the middle button, so it will scroll basically. Okay, using that, that option is also available in Playwright. How we can do it? So basically we have to use the page dot mouse. Okay, scroll into view if needed. You can give that one. Sorry, this is not the right one. This one is file. This is the function. Okay, so basically this is not a function. Okay, the function will be something like this. This icon indicates that this is a function. Okay, so basically you can see down. If you want to click, if you want to double click, I want to use the fill. Okay, and let us see what this file is taking. So this is taking a number basically, x and y number. So suppose I know I want to scroll from top to bottom. Suppose I will say 100. Okay, so basically it will scroll to that on the page. I will comment this out. Let us see if it is doing or not. Okay, if I will come here, you can see here still the button is not visible. Okay, so I have to increase this. Let me stop it. Okay, like since I am using the y, like uh, okay, what is y? So basically let us see, this x is basically pixels to scroll horizontally. It will horizontally scroll, but I want to scroll vertically, so I am giving delta y. Okay, so 100 is not sufficient as we have seen, so basically let me make it to 2000 or 1000. Let us see if it is working or not. Actually, I have placed on the run button in the entire script. Let me close that one first. Okay, basically you can see in a fraction of time it ran all the test cases. Okay, I have to debug it actually. Okay, let me come here. You can see in the 2000 basically I want to move vertically, so now the submit button is visible. Okay, so likewise, so basically here one thing we have to make sure how much number we have to give. Okay, so basically in hit and run method you can give. Okay, so these are the different functions which you can use to scroll in your application. Okay, I think that's all for today. Thank you.